Well, hello, hello. I say the same thing every time, hello, hello, because it's twice the hellos and twice the fun. That's it. Just love to do it. Welcome to all of you in the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. Wow, we get an activation masterclass, and so excited to see each of you here, and also all of the fabulous people who are watching. And we say fabulous, that's right. All of the people who are watching our replay. So take yourself off mute. Let's say a big St. Patrick's Day. Woohoo! Take yourself off mute. That's right. Whatever you're drinking, whatever you're enjoying, that's right. Because today on St. Patrick's Day, everyone's Irish, right? That's
Absolutely.
it. That's great. So we are going to today, oh boy, do we have a program. And I wore my green little getup just for you along with the matching eyeshadow. So, that's right. Look at you all look so beautiful here. This is great. So we have an incredible program, and Erika and I have been thinking about this, dreaming about this. I'm not going to say for how long, but I would also say probably our entire life, right? Our whole life, that we get to talk about up leveling our worth. And if you are interested in up leveling your worth, because you're already up here and we're going to be going like way sky high today, take yourself off mute and let's just say up level my worth.
Up
level my worth.
Thank you. See, when we do this, it's a little bit of exercise. If we've been on Zoom calls all day, we get to kind of do a little of this, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. So let me go in. I want to show a couple slides, and we've got some tremendous content here for you, as we always do in the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. And let me come in here. There we go. Okay, if you can see my screen, give me a little thumbs up.
Yes.
You can see my welcome screen. Thank you. Okay. And if you need a deep breath, take a deep breath with me. How about that? It's been for all of us, it's been a heck of a day, hasn't it? We've been through our entire beautiful day today. And for some of us, Linda, we welcome you also from Australia. You've put in the chat. Thank you. San Francisco, Vancouver. Oh my gosh. Texas. Wow. Kansas City, outside of Chicago, Columbus, Ohio. Thank you. Really, really nice. Yeah, really, really nice. So let's go in. And as I was mentioning, today we get to say, luck is when an opportunity comes along and you are prepared for it. So there we go. We are women in the C-Suite Network Coachings and Consulting Council. We're prepared for luck. And so we're going to be getting luckier, ladies, in this next year. And if you're interested in getting luckier, take yourself off mute, say luckier. How about that?
Luckier.
I feel lucky. And
I feel lucky.
that
Do
could
you
have
feel lucky? Do you?
That's right. That's right. That could have multiple connotations, but we're going to keep it PG, right? Feeling lucky. Yes. And I am Kathleen Caldwell. I'm so delighted to be your hostess with the mostest for St. Patrick's Day celebration. I'm an author, speaker, founder of the C-Suite Network, Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. Say that about 1,000 times and you can say it really, really, really fast. And the Women's Success Accelerator, year-long program to help women start, grow, scale, and succeed in their coaching, thought leader, trusted advisor business. So all in on C-Suite. We send a big shout out. Take yourself off mute. Let's give a big kiss to C-Suite Network. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love C-Suite Network. Yay. Thank you. I appreciate you all participating because we need a little boost here this afternoon. Yes. So we had an incredible week. Oh my gosh. Last week was a week-long celebration because in our council, we don't just do a one-day celebration. We do a multiple-day celebration. We were celebrating International Women's Day on Tuesday of last week. And then we had a whole week-long celebration of Dare Mighty Things Together. And so if you were at this program, feel free, give me a little thumbs up. Would love to see you. Oh, it was so good, wasn't it? It was so good. Dare Mighty Things Together. We had speakers. We had Dr. Debbie Silber and Sheila Anderson talk about Dare Mighty Things Together for yourself. Then day 2, we had Claudia Harvey, Lisa Levy talking about Dare Mighty Things Together for your business and your career. Day 3, Dare Mighty Things Together for your communities. Catherine Sellery and me, Kathleen Caldwell. It was so fun. And then we completed the whole week, put a big bow on our big present. Andrea Austin, Trisha Ben talk about Dare Mighty Things Together for the world. So it was inspiring, action-oriented, and it was really, really powerful. So the replays are up because guess what, ladies? We have our own YouTube channel. Oh, aren't we smart? We've got our own YouTube channel. So all of these videos, everything's in our YouTube channel and on our LinkedIn page. So it was really good. So shifting today, our topic today is go green, go high ticket, and go high value. So we get to have the best of the best with us, Erika Sheets. We'll introduce Erika formally in a moment, but I wanted to set the foundation for us because ladies, it's time. If you have been a coach, consultant, thought leader, trusted advisor for more than a minute, you are worthy of high ticket, okay? You may not believe it, but I believe it here. So I'd love to get around in the video here. How many of you would say you already have high ticket offers? Something that's typically 5K or more. How many of you have got some offers with 5K? Oh, we're going to change that. We're going to change that. Next time we do this, everybody's going to have their hand up. Yes, this is very exciting. So typically, and Erika is going to talk more about high ticket offers, but high ticket offers are generally between 5K and 250K or more, okay? High ticket offers are generally private, group, team coaching, consulting, board of directors coaching, consulting, advisory. And with high ticket, you can have things like, and I want to give you a lot of ideas here that you can start taking action on, but high ticket generally is councils, masterminds, boards of directors, intensive, retreats, private communities, strategy and partnerships, concierge, trusted advisories. So these are all things that you can do, and this is important to you because if you just do one-on-one coaching, we love that. You do one-on-one consulting, we love that. But ladies, as Jeffrey Hazlett, our brother in C-suite says, we cannot be a one-trick pony, okay? Can't do it because I'll tell you from my own experience, my main business back in 2009 was coaching, consulting, team building, financial institutions and banks. I had the nation's largest banks as my clients, and I loved every second of it. But ladies, what happened in 2008 and 2009? Hello, we had a banking crisis here in the United States of America. And so I will just candidly share with you, I went from about $35,000 a month to 30,000, 25,000, 20,000, all the way down to about 5,000. And it was like, so I can tell you the recession was hitting before the rest of the world knew because I could see it in my income. And I was loving life. Really, really things were high. And I was doing a lot of prospecting because my practice was so full. And at the same time, I had no diversification in my business. I was a Baskin's 41 flavors with only one flavor. Okay. How many of you can relate? Give me a little high five here, sparkle fingers. Yeah. So the lesson learned, I feel very compelled to share with you is we have to have multiple things that we're doing, multiple value add services, a portfolio of services. We need to have things that we do and serve and provide that provide a lot of different types of income. Now, I'm not talking about 50 things. I'm talking about maybe 3 different kinds of offers and the offers that you love, the things you love to do. So that's why ticket is important. High ticket is important to you. And why high ticket is important to your clients. This is very important is when you go high ticket, you also go high value, not only for yourself, but for your clients. You get to give them more focused attention. You get to be on call if you want to be. If you want to be, they should be investing in that kind of option. I have an option with my VIP clients. It's Voxer. And so if they send me a Voxer message, how many of you use Voxer? Okay. Voxer is an incredibly powerful just in time kind of service where they send me a little, like a walkie-talkie message with a question or a request. And then I'm able to, at my leisure, get back to them with another Voxer message. So it gives my clients the ability to communicate with me quickly and two-way communication. It's invaluable. So you could be doing this on call or just in time communication. You can also provide with high ticket laser coaching for them. Imagine a corporate CEO and she comes to you and she says, listen, I've got a board meeting next Friday, and I'd like to be able to run through with you the 15 minutes before my board meeting. And I'd like some of your beautiful Erika Sheets momentum, or I'd like to have some wisdom from Linda. I'd like to have an infusion of goodness from Kathy. I'd like to get in there right before my board meeting. And from Michelle, I'd love to have a little boost of motivation. You should and could charge for that. Okay. So this is creating that beautiful, close relationship between you and your clients. This is not transactional, ladies. This is value add for everyone. And then probably one of the most important things is high value for your clients means that they get to utilize all of your relationships, all of the work you've been doing in your career and your business for years. They get to be a part of it. So you can make introductions for them, connections, affiliations. It's all about proximity and affiliation. Okay. So what I'd like to do is I want to pause here for a moment and let's get us all talking here. What of those offers, those types of things, what's appealing to you or interesting to you, or you go, I think I'd like to learn more about that. Take yourself off mute. What part of high ticket? Is it the groups, the masterminds, the VIP, the retreats? What do you think speaks to you?
I've been thinking about before this call, the concierge trusted advisor offering,
Excellent.
especially for my clients after I've done some deep work with them.
Really, really great. Very, very nice, Michelle. Completely agree with you. Yes, yes. Because I believe that it's the relationship, the long-term relationship, and Erika's going to talk about this in a moment, is, building the trusted relationship. Ladies, I will just share with you, I don't want a client for 90 days. I want a client for life. And our ideal clients are they're looking for relationships. They're looking for communities. They're looking for mentorship. And they're going to be, our dream clients are looking out there. Why not us, right? Why not have it be us that they look to? Yes, thank you. So we have a lot of offers, a lot of ways for people to say, yes, Michelle, this is such very, very excellent for you and for all of us. Yeah. Think about the life cycle of our client journey. They need us before, during, and after our programs with them. Yes. So who else? What else is intriguing to you, interesting to you about the menu of things that you could provide? Yeah. Take yourself off mute. Yeah. Thank you, Kathy.
There.
Yeah.
To me, part of it is that women in the group that we're looking at are generally very busy. So to have them show up at a pre-scheduled group thing with other people that's not customized to them,
Yes.
they're not always getting the value out of it, or it's not fitting their schedule. Whereas really fine-tuning it, working around their schedule with something that's fine-tuned to them is so much more valuable than just information. And my dog is agreeing with everything. You can hear her singing in the background.
Kathy could not agree more. Yeah. Yes. And on my previous call that I was leading about why we must become published authors is, the world I believe the world doesn't need, first of all, the world needs your point of view, right? Your wisdom, your excellence. And the world does not need more information. I mean, where does the World Wide Web 1, 2, and 3, where does it start and end? I don't know, as a destination, I don't know. The world doesn't need more information. What the world needs from us is transformation, community, relationships, deep learning, deep listening, deep understanding, and peace, right? We could all use more peace. Yes. Yeah. So we'll go over to Nancy here, but high ticket means, as I'm going to show you in just a moment, it's so important for you as a healer, as a light worker, as a guide, as a mentor. We need this for us to give us more space and grace in our businesses. Yeah, thank you very much. Great. Nancy, jump in. What's appealing to you, dear?
Well, I've been trying to figure this out because I work with people that want to create online courses. So basically they're taking their expertise and turning it into a course. And when I think about offering something that's a longer term program, I think that people are going to have, but I want to get something done. So somehow to be able to, I'm trying to figure out to translate it that, in the first 60 days, you can have something completed, 90 days for sure. But then are people going to be like, if I'm trying to think how to position it for a longer stretch, I'm concerned they're going to go, but when am I going to get work done? Because it's a very, we're working on something very targeted, very specific. It has a project focus. What I have, can do is people can spend a couple of days with me and they can have a design knocked out and be ready to execute on that design. So I think that's really quite valuable that I can get them from like, I don't know what to do to, okay, here we go.
Completely awesome. And, part of this, and bear with me, throat lozenge, when you're doing multiple Zooms a day, we have to take care of that throat. Yes. Yes, exactly. Thank you for the grace on that. Thank you, Nancy Geary, for the grace. Yes. Is providing also community. The thing that I did not really mention in the slides beforehand, but I want to reiterate is people are craving community. You know this, ladies, you know this. We're craving being together, getting together. We've gone from FOMO, fear of missing out, to fear of going out. And now we've got fear of Zooming out. So we're going through the whole journey here, but there's nothing that really takes the place of people being heard, supported, and really nurtured in a community. So all of this high ticket is part of high community too. So thank you, Nancy. Very good. Dr. Maluna, we so appreciate you being here, girl. Lady, bring it. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Got my green. I'll be drinking green beer later here in Monterey, California. I'll toast all of you.
That's right. That's right. Welcome.
My offering is also echoing a lot of you, is one-to-one, exclusive, private, confidential with the C-suite CEOs, because they have specific needs, very custom to them. And that's the way I want to work in a transformational space. I don't want to do anything less than that. And secondly, my first book with Forbes launches Tuesday.
Excellent. Excellent. That's really fantastic. Yes.
Congratulations.
Exactly. Yes.
Thank you.
Great work.
I'm having a book party for those of you who are readers. Let me know. I'll send you an invitation.
Very nice. Thank you. Yes. And by the way, feel free, put your contact information in the chat here, because, in C-Suite Network, we come forward with a giving spirit. We're all about relevancy, reach, reciprocity, respect, and of course, co-acceleration in the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. So, we're not here to really, hard sell, whatever. We're here to collaborate and to learn and to give and also to receive. So great. Congratulations. Very, very nice. Dr. Maluna, thank you. Really good. So what you're also demonstrating is that when you're a published author, especially, you've got your IP, you must have a high ticket offer. You must have an opportunity for people to work with you exclusively. We cannot be, bargaining or reducing or discounting. Now, we could give a scholarship here and there, a partial scholarship, of course, but when you're selling and offering high ticket, you have the room and space to do that. So very good. So let me pop over. I'm going to show you a couple more slides, and then we're going to hop over to Erika. But, high ticket, high value, it is important for you. But I also want to stress, this is not a one-way street. This is also important to your ideal clients, your dream clients. And then finally, we know this is true, that when people invest or when people pay, they pay attention or they invest themselves. So, it's important for all of us. You do, if you were driving a beat up car, well, you take good care of it, of course. But if you were driving a Bentley, ladies, you're driving a Bentley or a Maserati, you would be very ultra careful of the curb, right? So when people make investments, they really do invest themselves in a different way. Because guess what? We don't want to be, as coaches, consultants, thought leaders, trusted advisors, authors, speakers, we don't want to be the Walmart of our business, right? Yeah, we want to be the Ritz-Carlton. That's who we deserve to be. And we deserve to be. Now, I'm not saying elitist. I'm not saying out of touch. I'm just saying we've got a lot to offer our clients. And it's time that we level up our acknowledgement of what we offer and our value. How many of you know, just a quick show of hands, how many of you know that in your business, your career, you have at some point in time over-delivered, given more than you probably should? You kind of went in and, your clients, you had an agreement with your client, but you probably did more to the point of when you said, oh, I don't know, that didn't feel so good. It was not a reciprocal kind of thing. Now we should always deliver, but I'm saying there's a point in time when we know it's too much. And I know that I have gone to the point of it's too much. Okay. Where I just felt like, well, I know I've said this, I'm not getting paid enough to do that, and that builds resentment, that builds animosity, that builds a seed of, we don't want to go there. So let's be the Ritz-Carlton of our businesses. And then, of course, I love always what Coco Chanel says is high ticket. She says, keep your heels, your head, and your standards high, ladies. So that's what we want to do, is keep those standards high. And then 2 more slides, so we've gone over why it's important. What is high ticket? Why is it important for you? Why is it important for your clients? And what does it look like for you and your business? Just an overview to get you thinking about how you can implement high ticket in your business. But the thing that I want to stress is what I love about high ticket, high value is it's who you and I get to become as coaches, consultants, trusted leaders. It's who we get to become, because ladies, I want to tell you, it is time. Part of my mission is to elevate and co-accelerate the coaching consulting business for women. Okay. How many of you help your clients make more money, have better lives, get along better in their workplace, have better relationships, love their work, love their lives, all those things? How many of you do that for your clients? Give me little sparkle fingers. Yes. Okay. And at the same time, there's an opportunity for us to do it for ourselves. Okay. Do it for ourselves. I know that I help my clients 10x their salary. I know that I help my clients get the promotions, live a life, speak up in boardrooms. I know I do this because they tell me, they give me the call afterwards. Hey, I did this. I couldn't have done this without you. And at the same time, the revolution and the idea came to me. The revelation is like, how am I doing this for myself? So I'm out to help coaches do that and to guide coaches to do that, because who you get to become with high ticket is freedom. Oh my gosh. How many of you want more freedom in your business, in your life? Yeah. Yeah. More time freedom. You get to be expansive. You get to go, wow, I took the morning off because I can and I could and I should. You get to have your music inside of you get out to the world, because we've all got music. Okay. We help our clients sing the tunes and have their music come out. It's time for us as coaches and consultants to do the same. And also, who you get to become is who you get to create yourself as. Maybe for you, it's speaking in front of large stages. Maybe it's being a thought leader, having your book published, being out there in the world. One thing for me is I came up with a new creation for my year-long program, which is every woman gets to be part of a boss. She gets to have a boss. Now, most people are saying, I don't want a boss. However, this kind of boss women want, your board of success sisters. So that's what I get to. I've got the space and grace because I have so many high ticket programs that I get to have the space to do creating things, creating programs, creating new things, and advocating and promoting for my clients. and building community. So everyone should have that grace and space. If we're just doing transactional one-on-one coaching, it's impossible. We can't have enough clients to be able to one-on-one clients unless we go high ticket, high value. Okay. So at this moment, sorry, if you've got something interesting, something intriguing, something new that you're learning, put it in the chat. What are you learning from our program so far? What's emerging from you? Just put a little sentence, put a little word. Maybe it's inspired, maybe it's intrigued, maybe it's like, wow, didn't know this, you know, put it in the chat. Would love to get some feedback on what you're learning so far. Okay. Love that. And at this point in time, I would love to welcome Erika Sheets. Erika Sheets. Oh my goodness. I've known Erika now for over a year. This woman is brilliant, ladies. She's really a brilliant person. She's a committed professional. She's a mother. Erika, I know that about you. She's a woman of the heartland. And I'll read you specifically that Erika is president and co-founder of Coffee Sales LLC. She's also business development because you know what, guess what, ladies? We're all business development, aren't we? Yeah, we're all about developing the business, right? No business, right? Okay. So Erika's expertise is in high ticket sales without the high ticket salaries. So for many of us, we've got a vision of high ticket sales, but you know what? Maybe we're not good at sales. We're great at delivery, fulfillment, customer service, because we've got to be paying attention to the clients. Maybe that's where we should be focusing. We want a high ticket, high value company, but maybe the actual sales part of it is not for us. So as an entrepreneur, Erika knows and advocates that we really should be spending our time serving our clients, coaching them, doing the fulfillment. But the problem is the sales part of it. And so I wanted to bring Erika on to talk about how sales, high ticket sales, could really be a service that we can implement and integrate into our company. Okay, so let me turn the podium over to Erika. Please take yourself off mute. Let's give Erika a big wahoo. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Thank you. I'm so delighted. Of course, Kathleen and I spoke before this tonight. We talked through our thoughts and game plan, but it was really conversational, right? We didn't hammer out those slides together. I didn't ask her to share what she was going to share, and she didn't ask me to share what I was going to share. We just really talked through it. And yet, so much of what we're talking about, we're right on the same page and right in sync. So I love that. That always tells me we're right in the correct place, right? With the fundamentals and those universal truths on a topic. So thank you so much for that lovely introduction and the frame for high ticket sales. I really appreciate that. Just a little bit about my background for those of you who may not know me, but I've got over 25 years in sales and sales management. I spent the first 12 or so in the corporate world in telecom at a time when long distance had just been deregulated. So it was kind of the wild, wild west. Which was interesting. And I did tours in the scrappy competitors to Ma Bell, and then ended up at Ma Bell anyway, among other things. And then the rest of the time has really been in coaching and online education. I've been a virtual employee since 1998. I went home office, as they called it, when I was with Ma Bell, and I went to school at night back when there was no online school and you had to actually go to campus. And so I tried this home office thing to see if it might help with logistics of having to get to campus 2 nights a week for school. And it took a couple of days and I knew I was never going back. For me, it's a great solution. But our company that we founded about 2 years ago, Coffee Sales, was really the culmination of our experience in building high ticket sales teams inside of companies and launching the companies, launching new revenue streams, building those teams and systems that are scalable and repeatable in volume. And instead of doing that anymore, what we decided to do was build our own team, and then become an as a service solution. So what we say is that we magnify your mission through revenue growth with ease for established 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs, practitioners, coaches, and executives with high ticket service-based offers. So we're a complete outsourced solution for our niche. So instead of having to hire a salesperson or hire a sales team or build a team or hire a manager, et cetera, we're a complete outsourced solution. You can leverage our experience and expertise and track record in our team to do all that. And we say we're white label because we operate inside our client's brand with technology integration. So to their potential leads and potential new clients, we look like we're just part of their business. So it's been a lot of fun. But we're going to talk about high ticket tonight. I agree, Kathleen, with the way that you framed and defined a high ticket sale. What I'll just sort of add on to that would be that a high ticket sale offer should give rare and or exclusive live time with and access to you, the expert, the trusted authority. And the more of your live time and access that's available, the higher the investment level goes. So I heard a few different people talking about time, like, well, a longer experience or a longer program or more one-on-one. It's not necessarily longer and more to make it high ticket. And there are absolutely high ticket offers that are your live time and access in small group settings as well. So there's lots of different versions of that. But anyway, also, of course, it's going to teach your intellectual property, right? Your method, your formula, your approach, your specific way that you have decided to put together your genius and deliver that to the world. So how do high ticket sales communicate high value? That's what we're talking about today, right? Everybody knows that there are many, many entrepreneurs, coaches, executives, leaders out in the world. Many, 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 right? But honestly, it doesn't really matter. And why does that not really matter? It's because there's really no competitor to your business. And Kathleen, you said it in a really cool way. But my way of saying it is just ultimately that what is special about your business is you. And you are uncopyable. You are irreplaceable. You are unrepeatable. You are totally and completely unique in your marketplace. And so live time with and access to you is the highest value offer that you can make. And there are a lot of forms of that. Your current offers might already include live time with and access to you, but the question is at what investment level, right? Kathleen touched on this in a great way. C-Suite Network is known for its go-giver culture, right? For leaders who over-deliver generously with each other and with their clients. And that's awesome. It's great. It's wonderful. And it's important to also recognize, and Kathleen, you touched on this really well, that there's actually a boundary, and the way I say it is between giving generously and giving away. So how do you know which one is which, right? Giving generously adds value, while giving away diminishes value. And I would argue that it diminishes value both for you and for your client. So for example, when you give your time or services on a small scale to help or mentor others like we do in C-Suite Network, we're giving generously because people then get to know you, they get to know what you do, they get to experience a little bit of a taste of what it's like in working with you. It's also a great way to invite potential clients of yours or people you'd like to know better into C-Suite Network. It's a way then that people will have that time and access with you, but in a limited and valuable capacity. But when you're giving away hours and hours and hours of your live time and access in a program or course or mastermind or experience en masse, right, at a low end investment level or for free, you've moved from giving generously into giving away. when you're giving away your IP that may have taken you years to develop, or years of schooling, or a lifetime of experience, et cetera, for an investment level that doesn't match that value, you could be giving away. And people instinctively understand this relationship between value and investment. And when it doesn't line up, it causes people to hesitate, it causes them to question, and it definitely causes them to more lower prioritize either looking at your offer, or even if they purchased your offer, engaging with it. So people don't show up for themselves or for you with the same frequency or commitment, depending on their skin in the game, which I'll talk about an example. So I'll share just a quick example of a client we know before we were working with them. And I can't share our clients' names because one of the things that we contractually protect for our clients is that we don't reveal who our clients are. Total client confidentiality. And it's up to them whether they want to sort of claim us or not, because we are a white label outsource. And so that's why I don't share our client's name. But this client got some advice last year. I mean, this is a doctor who, a scientist who spent 24 years researching and clinically testing and developing and fine tuning a particular protocol. And the advice that she was given was to sell it at a super duper low price, hoping to generate a bunch of volume. And they really didn't give great advice on that. It did terribly. It didn't have volume. And people were really put off because they were made to understand that it was this incredible scientific protocol that was going to get this very specific, awesome result. But then it was really only a couple $100. And so they kind of felt like, how could it be that way? So it was a good lesson that she learned for sure. But lifetime and access to you should be the most coveted and most valuable and highest level of investment that you offer. So you can definitely have a sales funnel, right? There is a place and position for a low end, low investment offer. And there can be a sales funnel of steps up to the high end offer or offers. But anything that has your live time and access should be in that high ticket range for sure. So that can include group settings, that can include one-on-one private settings, but anything one-on-one is definitely the very rarest and the highest level of investment. So everyone understands the concept, right, of the time value of money principle. So that is to say the value of money increases over time because of the ability to earn interest on it, right? We know that. We all know that. So what entrepreneurs and coaches and executives and leaders need to understand and embrace is the money value of time. So the money value of time is the principle that you recognize yourself as the single most valuable asset and aspect of your business, and that your lifetime and access are valued the most highly and therefore command the most investment. So as your time increases for clients, so does the money, but not in a time clock mentality kind of way. In other words, it's not about having to work more hours to make more money, just the opposite. Your lifetime and access should be rare and therefore command the highest investment. So hopefully that makes sense. So why is this, right? Because literally nobody else on planet Earth has your knowledge or training or experience or skills or mindset or approach and methods combined and delivered in your uniquely curated way. So there's also something else about this, which is that there's an energy exchange that takes place on 3 levels when someone invests in a high ticket offer. Your investment level communicates 3 things to them. So 1 is the level at which you value your offer is communicated. 2 is the compensation value for your time and access is communicated. And the 3rd is the value level that the client will place on their results is established. So clients have to have skin in the game in order to get the results they want that they haven't yet been able to get before you, right? So the more the investment feels significant to them, the more dearly that they are betting on themselves. So when we undersell our value, we're also taking away this opportunity for our clients to bet big on themselves by working with you. So when clients have less skin in the game for their results, the way they show up matches this. So how do you position yourself such that clients want to bet big on themselves by working with you? And I'm going to talk about 2 ways that you want to do that. The first way is to establish yourself as that trusted authority, like what Kathleen was saying. And the second way is to believe that you have a high level of value to deliver that commands a high ticket investment, right? So first is the trusted authority. So I don't know if of you out there might be familiar with JJ Virgin. She is a 4-time New York Times bestselling author, a 3-time Inc. 5000 founder, a founder of Mindshare Collaborative, a podcaster, a speaker, a celebrity nutrition expert, a fitness Hall of Famer, and definitely a go-giver extraordinaire, much like all of us here in C-Suite. JJ teaches that there are 5 steps to becoming a trusted authority. The first step is that trusted authorities refine their niches and become sought after experts. The second step is that trusted authorities are willing to die on the hill for their mission and they aren't afraid of haters. The third is that trusted authorities are passionate about engaging their growing community of raving fans. Fourth is that trusted authorities develop their own voice and capitalize on their unique skills. Does that sound familiar, right? What were you talking about here? And number 5, trusted authorities create that IP, right? Books, courses, podcasts, TED Talks, etc., out of their particular frameworks. So that's a little bit about just touching on the high level around establishing yourself as a trusted authority. And there's a lot more to go into on that. But since we're focusing on high ticket sales, I'm going to go to the second piece, which is believing in your value. So you can have all the trusted authority status in the world, but if on the inside, you don't really believe you have value to deliver at a high level, the kind of value that commands a high ticket investment, then you're going to have a hard time attracting clients who will believe that. The universe we live in is so amazing because it functions like a mirror. And on this coaching and consulting council, we know about this, right? So in order to be someone who attracts the kind of client who is willing to bet big on themselves, you have to be someone who does the same. You have to be what you want to attract, like Kathleen was saying earlier. You also might have noticed I've used the term investment instead of price when talking about your offer. That distinction is important. An investment is expected to pay you back, whereas a price denotes an expense, right, which is just a cost. And inherent in offering a high ticket investment is responsibility to deliver on that high level value, right? So one of the reasons leaders can actually struggle with a high ticket offer is because they're fearful of that responsibility. But this is a belief that can be shifted. So if you find yourself struggling to raise your investment levels or working yourself into a frazzled, burnt out state, always giving away, or often being in the place of struggle, you may want to consider investing in uncovering and shifting those beliefs that could be keeping you stuck, having to work harder for less. I'm sure there are probably several coaches, I know Kathleen's one of them, that are here today and in the C-suite that can help with that for sure. And, just to kind of wrap up, I want to share just a couple of points of the big topic, right? Which is how high ticket sales communicate high value. So high ticket sales communicate value through live time and access with you as a trusted authority, as well as that intellectual property you've created. They communicate your confidence in delivering high level value. They communicate an invitation for potential clients to get high level results in their life or business that they haven't been able to get without you. So those are my kind of summary points, my high level view of high ticket sales, communicating high value. I've actually got 2 gives for this group. So I'm going to stop here for a second and just check in with you, Kathleen. Do you want me to share those 2 gives now, or would you like me to wait until a little bit later? Oh, you're muted. Kathleen's muted. Oh, there you are.
Was this amazing? Erika Sheets, take yourself off mute. Woohoo! Thank you. Let's give you a round of applause.
Thank you.
Erika. Woo.
It was a lot of information in a little bit of time, but that's why I like to sum it up at the end.
That's it. That's what we do here in the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council. So, we're sharing insights and distinctions that I will tell you, not out there, And so, Erika, fabulous. How about I'm going to finish up a couple slides to kind of wrap everything up. We'll do some Q&A, and then put, your offer at the very end would be great. Is that okay?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, very good. So if you are getting value today from today's very high ticket admission price, give me a little sparkle finger. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, exactly. So really, really great. Let me go in and share a couple more slides, and then we're going to complete here with some Q&A. So thank you, Erika. Wow. You are a thought leader, definitely a trusted advisor and authority on this. So, we see you on global stages sharing this, and your business, your impact in the world, Erika, and your partner, your whole team, you are prospering to the moon and the Mars. How's that? Can't wait to see that. Yes, thank you. So we wanted to welcome 2 new esteemed faculty members into the Women's Coaching and Consulting Council, Nancy Geary and also Kathy Dirksen. So let me stop the share. And if you 2 ladies would like to jump in and tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're here in the Coaching and Consulting Council, because we're going to activate you in you're going to see a ton of new activation with a new badge and a logo and a press release coming in the next couple of weeks. So Nancy, would you like to jump in? We're so glad you're here. Thank you.
Sure, I'm very glad to be here today. So I'm Nancy Geary, and I work with entrepreneurs that want to turn their expertise into high profit online programs. I also have another prong of my business that I do the same work for corporations, and that's where the bulk of my experience over 30 years has been creating courses for corporations. And I will tell you, I have done it for every kind of content, every kind of delivery platform, for every kind of business, because that's just how old I am, that I've had the opportunity to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm very happy to be here and want to learn from all of you and also contribute.
Thank you, Nancy. And we're going to be doing a program very soon where we're talking about bundling your brilliance.
Yes.
And very excited about that. So wonderful. Nancy, we're so glad you're here. Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
yourself off mute. Let's welcome Nancy Geary into the council. Yay, as esteemed faculty member. And also then Kathy, we'd love to have you jump in, dear, as well, and tell us a bit about you.
Well, I'm so glad to be here, and thank you for the warm welcome. I'm Kathy Dirksen. My company is called Inspired Tenacity. I focus on helping midlife women rediscover their brilliance and to kind of add life back to their life. So my background is in financial planning, and before that I had a very different career in medical genetics. And so I've gone through a few major career transitions myself, and divorce and all those fun life transitions. So I'm really focusing on helping women in that midlife who, so many of us are just feeling stuck and just not sure where to go next, and just knowing that we're frustrated and that we just need to go in a different direction. So that's the focus of my work. And obviously, as a financial planner, the numbers and the money come into it. But to me, all those other things have to happen first. The dreaming about what you actually want, the visualizing what your life will look like down the road, and then we figure out how to get you there. So I'm excited to be here and just love helping women. And Nancy, don't go on too much about your age, because I think a lot of us are about the same age.
Young.
We're in our prime right now.
That's right. Oh, good. Very good. Yes. So take yourself off mute. Let's welcome Kathy into the council as the senior faculty. Yes. Thank you. And we would love to invite all of you to become founding members. And if you have some things you want to teach, what you want to, just like Erika was doing, bring your brilliance forward. Let's help promote and showcase you. Let's talk, because I want to invite you to come into our council as well. And so thank you. 2 more slides, I promise. And thank you. Thank you. So excited. We're growing, ladies. We are so excited about growing, because in the C-Suite Network, Women's Coaching and Consulting Council, we are developing an accreditation process, which we can't wait to talk to you about. So you can be a designated, accredited C-Suite Network Women's Coaching and Consulting Coach. So you will be an official coach that is recommended to the C-Suite Network, and that you get the badge and you get all the credentials and all of that. So you get something to differentiate you as a coach. There are the ICF in the United States and beyond about 75,000 coaches. And we know around the world, there are at least over 100,000 coaches. So my question to you is, how are you differentiating your offer, what you do, the value you provide in the world? And being affiliated with our council is going to set you up for a higher level of visibility and outcome. And in our council, we're going to provide programs on how do you get into the corporate market, the educational market, the association market? How do you get in and do executive coaching, advanced learning on what's happening now? Thank you, Erika Sheets, for providing today's program. And then, of course, how to go high ticket, and with group programs, mentorships, councils, all kinds of things. How do you succeed and soar? That's our goal. So that's what we're about. Schedule your one-on-one with me at Calendly, Kathleen Caldwell, really simple. And let's have a one-on-one conversation about what's possible for you and how we can support and promote you. Because ladies, the world needs our light right now. We've been in this shutdown world. We've been in this COVID world for 3 years now. Most people are looking in from outside their cave. They've been in a cave. They're looking out and they need coaching. They want coaching. They want a mentor and a guide and a trusted advisor who believes in them and will help them get to where they want to go. Our time is now. We've got to shine our light. And that's what we were talking about last week in Dare Mighty Things Together, is letting our light shine. So I'd like to pause here, get it back over to you. What are your biggest takeaways from today's program? What are the insights? What are you inspired about? What is it that you are thinking about? And how can we support you in the council? So with that, I'm going to turn the podium back over and let's get some insights. Erika, if you would like to put something in the chat, why don't we lead with that? Erika, you are so awesome. Put it in the chat. Talk to us about your gift.
Yep, I have 2 gifts actually. The first one that I'm going to put in the chat here is an invitation to an amazing conference that's coming up starting April 7th. So you heard me talk about JJ Virgin, and she teaches on becoming, excuse me guys, my asthma is a little peaked right now with our weather changes, but JJ teaches all about becoming a trusted authority and how to do that. And while we talked about her overview of 5 steps today, it's going to be a huge focus, if not the focus, of the conference coming up. It's called the Health Business Growth Conference. You can check out the website there. And because my company is a sponsor inside of Mindshare Collaborative this year, we can actually offer tickets to people for only $1. Which is pretty cool. Normally it's a $397. It's 100% virtual event worldwide. And so check it out. And there's going to be a lot of amazing presenters. I will actually be doing an hour-long breakout session on high ticket sales. So we'll get a chance to go even deeper into that. Oh, great, Michelle. So you're familiar with JJ and her events. Yeah, it's great. And there's a live in-person event that we do later in the year in October in Scottsdale. So I'll be sure to share that too. But I actually think that everybody here in the C-suite, not everybody, but I would say a huge portion of people in the C-suite would probably really benefit if you want to go deeper into learning how to establish yourself as a trusted authority. So you can use that link that I shared there to get your tickets and get my sponsor deal on that. So very exciting. And then the second share that I have is my C-suite give. So what I have been doing ever since I've been part of C-suite, my give is I offer a 20-minute session. I call it a super tip session, right? A little sip and a little tip, coffee sales, right? Coffee's got, we've got a little story behind the name, but essentially the point of the session is it's like a laser coaching where you walk away with at least one nugget right then that you can use on your sales right away, something you can implement immediately. So I went, the way I coach is very like bottom line. I can take a lot of information in and sort it out really quickly and give like laser information back that you can use right away. So the goal is to get one super tip you can use on your sales right away. And you're certainly welcome to book that time as well, which I also put in the chat. So happy to serve in the best way that I can.
Excellent, excellent. Erika, thank you. And, you know, as we complete here, you all know that in the C-Suite Network, Women's Coaching and Consulting Council, we believe about co-accelerating. We're not like, you know, we're not competitors, as Erika, you mentioned. We're building a sisterhood of thought leaders, of trusted advisors. And, you know, so we will recommend, we love JJ. I know her personally, and, you know, whatever she's doing elevates all of us.
Oh yeah.
So what all of you are doing, it's elevating all of us. So
absolutely. And I will say, if you think to yourself, like, what in 20 minutes could we come up with that would be worth my time? You would be surprised. I have literally had people ask me that. I had a couple of gentlemen in the C-suite say right at the beginning, I really thought about whether I was going to schedule this or not, because what can we really do in 20 minutes? And then at the end of 20 minutes, they were surprised. So you know, I guess I'm sort of setting a high bar there, but all we're looking for is one thing that you can walk away with, a nugget you can use right away, right?
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Erika, such generous offers. Thank you very much. So as we complete our program, take yourself off mute, and what's a takeaway? What's a next step? What did you get from today's program? We want to know that today's program was meaningful for you. Sum it up in a sentence or word. We'd love to hear from you. Just jump in.
Collaboration.
Thank you, Kathy. Yes.
Confirmation.
One more time.
Confirmation.
Thank you, Linda. Confirmation. Yes. Very, very nice. Thank you very much. Glad you're here, making the time all the way from Brisbane, correct? Yeah. Big kisses. Yes. Thank you. Good. Who's next? Takeaway from today.
I put in the chat earlier, just level up.
Right on, lady. Thank you, Nancy. Excellent. Level it up. Right on. Yeah.
For me, it was the importance of working together and collaborating and supporting each other.
Excellent. Thank you, Marcy. That's really good. Thank you very much. Glad you're here. Just saw you about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah. Thank you. Who's next? What's a takeaway from today? Parting words of inspiration. Jennifer, Dr. Maluna, we'd love to hear from you.
Becoming a trusted authority.
Excellent. Excellent. It's in your destiny, Jennifer. It's in your destiny. Thank you. Dr. Maluna, another new book getting ready to launch. Take it away.
Oh, thank you. So many things I could say. My book is Up-Level Your Communication. So let's all up-level together.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Great. So with that, thank you. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. We're so grateful. You've gifted us with your time. And in return, we've given you another program to get you inspired, motivated, and taking new actions. So take yourself off mute. Let's say thank you, Erika.
Thank you, Erika.
Thank you, Erika.
Bye for now. See you real soon. Bye-bye.
See you
Thank
later.
you. Bye-bye.